All right, guys, so in this lesson, we're going to talk about a few things, and we're going to go over a few mistakes that people make with, when they first start their Facebook ad agency, when they first start accepting clients. I want you guys to avoid these mistakes because at the end of the day, you want to run your agency as easily as possible and enjoy your life, because we're here to make money and enjoy our lives. We're not here to work ourselves into an early grave. And that's what I'm going to go over in this lesson. So first of all, time is everything. Clients take up time. That's a fact, okay? Clients take up time. That's just a fact. So the goal here is not to take on clients to take up a ton of your time, because more client time equals less family time. So we want to avoid bad clients, all right? Or maybe bad's a bad word to use. Avoid clients that are not optimal for our business. So in order to avoid bad clients, we first have to define what is a good and what is a bad client. So let's talk about clients to avoid. Now, these are, in my experience, the clients you really want to avoid. And maybe this might seem offensive to some people, but it doesn't really matter. This is the truth here. I'm speaking the truth to you guys. So, new or strange ideas. Listen, if somebody has this new idea and they're like, oh, this is going to be the next big thing and blah, 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 99% chance it's going to fall on its ass and it's not going to work. Only once in a very great while does a new or unique idea come around that really does well. And the reason for that is, most people, when they get into business, that they have a successful business, it's a business that's been proven to work, like being a lawyer, being a doctor, an ice cream shop, whatever. But some new strange idea that's never been proven to work, you have no idea if it's going to work or not, and chances are it won't. This is not a good client to take on, because if their business fails, so does your monthly revenue from them. And I just would not, I would not take on new, unique, strange ideas, weird stuff like that. Also, I would not take up startups with no funding. So this means, let's say somebody doesn't have a lot of money and they're barely scraping by, and they're like, hey, I want you to run my Facebook ads. We're barely scraping by. I need help. I'm about to lose my home. I got to get this business turned around. Don't take those clients on, because those clients, again, are highly likely to fail no matter what you do, no matter how well you do your job. All right? It's not going to matter. So don't take those clients on. It'll damage your reputation and your time and your bank account. Don't take those clients on. People looking for investors. So if somebody comes to you and they say, well, listen, if you run my Facebook ad, I'll give you stake in my company, or I'll give you a percentage or whatever, or I'll give you, or I'm working on getting an investor for this. And once I have that investor, I'm meeting with him on Tuesday. And once I meet with him, and then I'll be able to pay you. Buy, click, no, okay? Coaches, consultants, online marketers. Why do we not want to take them on? Well, very simple. You really have to be good at your marketing, not just your Facebook ads, but your entire marketing process, to sell a coaching program, to sell a consultation program, to do online marketing. So at the end of the day, these clients, they're going to want an ROI. In fact, you probably have heard, well, can you guarantee me an ROI? Can you guarantee me? Of course you can't guarantee, because these guys have to be really good at their business for them to get a high ROI, no matter how good you are. So these industries right here, like 99% of people suck at these. Only 1% of people or less actually succeed at these businesses. So you have a 99% chance of failure with this client, no matter what you do. And chances are, if they're any good at this, they probably don't need you anyway. So it just doesn't make sense to take these clients on. Low profit businesses. All right, for instance, oh, my buddy wants me to run Facebook ads. He's got this site that charges $5 a month. or he's just trying to get users. He doesn't really worry about ROI right now. He's just trying to get users. Or, oh, I want to run this, I want you to run ads for my $7 ebook. No. Why? Because it doesn't matter what they say now, doesn't matter how much they tell you they're going to pay, chances are they're not going to pay you $1,500 a month over and over and over every month so they can get users or something like that, or sell a $7 book. It's just not realistic. Now, if it's a big company and they have a lot of funding and they're like a huge company, a well-known company, then, and they're like, okay, we want to do this marketing budget to get users for our forum, that's fine. If Remax or if Walmart reaches out to you and they're like, hey, we want to do, I can understand that. But unless that's the case, stay away from that. Also, revenue share people. I kind of covered this with the investor one, but anybody who offers you a cut or a revenue share, stay far away from them. And here's why. Offering somebody revenue share in exchange for work is like saying, listen, I'm not at all confident in my business, so in case it fails, I don't want to have to pay you. See, if somebody's confident in their business, they don't mind paying you because they know that they have sales coming in and it's all good and they can pay you. But if they don't have faith in that and making sales, closing the deal, running a successful business, if they don't have faith in that, they want to cover their ass and do revenue share so that they don't have to pay you in case it fails. You want people that are totally confident that it'll succeed. Therefore, you avoid revenue share. Plus, you need to get paid for your time and for your work, okay? So avoid revenue share. Again, yes, there is the 0.0001% of situations where someone offers you revenue share and it works out, it's great. It's not gonna happen 99.9999% of the time. Stay away from those clients. Another point to really get across here, new businesses generally are not a good idea. You want somebody that is, got an existing business, which brings me to good clients. Good clients are existing businesses with active sales, okay? They've made sales, they're making sales, maybe they want more sales. Sure, who doesn't want more sales? Maybe they need help optimizing their advertising budget. Maybe they're unhappy with their current advertising budget and they want to move it somewhere else. Whatever. Point is, there's still an existing business with sales. They're not in distress. It's an existing business. That's what you want. Because now we're avoiding all those potential problems that we would have with startups or people that got this new idea, whatever, okay? This is a great client to have. Also, businesses with high profit. So for instance, like a dentist, you go to the dentist, you got something wrong with your teeth, that's flipping expensive. You go to a plastic surgeon and you want new boobies, that's expensive. That's like $5,000, okay? You go to a chiropractor because you have back problems. The insurance might be paying for it, but that's expensive. These are high profit clients. Gyms, even though it might not be like, maybe it's like $30 a month, that's $30 a month every month. So it's still high profit because it's over the course of a year, the contract, so these are profitable businesses. You don't want to take on people who, so for example, authors that just want to sell their $15 book, all right? That's going to be tough because even if you have a winning campaign where you're spending, so much per sale and all that, there's not a ton of profit in that. Plus your fee every month. Now, if they have a back-end system set up where they sell their book and in their book there's back-end coaching programs or products that they stand to make a lot of money off of, that makes sense. Because that book essentially would be kind of like a break-even product, a loss leader. So if they don't have anything to back that up, they're not going to get a good ROI. So if somebody comes to you and they're an author and they just want to sell their book, not one I would take on. I'm not saying you can't have a successful campaign with that. I'm saying it's harder, it takes more work. Why choose to do more work? They're not going to pay you anymore. Probably they'll pay you less. Okay, so find the businesses that are going to pay you, that are going to pay you decent, and are not going to be hard. So another one is businesses that don't need convincing, or businesses that doesn't need convincing. So let me put it this way: if you have, and I'll go back to dentists and things like that. If you have a cavity, no one needs to convince you to go to the dentist. You don't go to the barber shop, you go to the dentist. That's where you go. If you get into a car accident and your back hurts, you go to the chiropractor. If you need your haircut, you go to a haircut place, if you want a styling, you go to a stylist. If you want a house built, you go to a contractor. If you want to buy a house, you go to a real estate agent. These are normal things. However, over here, when you're a coach, a consultant, or something like that, it's not a normal thing to enroll into a coaching program. If somebody has issues in their life, not everybody goes, well, I have issues in my life, I better pay a life coach. That's not a normal thing. First, you have to convince them that a life coach is appropriate, some people don't even know what a life coach is, okay? You get my point? So they have to be convinced that that product is even something they should invest in, and then they have to choose which one. Okay, so which life coach? Whereas with like a dentist, oh, my tooth hurts, I go to a dentist. So now I just got to choose which dentist, so it's a lot easier. Clients that act fast. You don't want tire kickers, all right? You want clients that respond to your email quickly, that they go quickly, okay? And if you're using the curious student technique, excuse me, the curious student technique to get your first client, you certainly don't want people that give you the runaround. Because remember, you're doing a test campaign using the curious student at no cost to them except for the ads, so you definitely want people that act fast. If you have 10 clients, 10 leads on clients and you're dealing with them, you want to put priority on the ones that are responding to you quickly, because those are the ones that are going to pay you on time, those are the ones that are going to get you information on time, those are the ones that are going to give you numbers on time, because you definitely want numbers from every single client, all right? Those are the clients you want. So even if I didn't mention a specific type of client, like a real estate agent or a dentist, as long as your client fits into this framework, okay, as long as your client isn't this and has elements of this, it should be a good client. And if your client is this and lacks these elements, it's not a client I would take on. And don't worry, there's no shortage of clients out there. There's tons. Okay, it's very easy to get a chiropractor as a client. I could literally go right now and get or a real estate agent or whatever. I could get these people as clients, lickety split, no problem. I don't have to take on the alien conspiracy author that wants to sell his book. I don't have to take him on. I don't have to deal with that crap. There's plenty of clients out there, good clients for you. So I hope that really kind of sets the tone for your Facebook ad agency and really what to look for in your clients moving forward.